Hey everybody, welcome to Friendly Fitness. It's Andrew here. I am so looking forward to this core burn today because it is freezing outside. I've got my long shirt on. My leg hair, which normally keeps all the heat within, is being challenged today, so I'm like at my limit. But after this core burn, I think I'll be comfortable. So let's just rock and roll. It's gonna be a great time. We're gonna start by doing something called the boring crunch. It's gonna be a whole minute of just boring crunches, but the thing is, it might be kind of boring for the first little bit, but then you're gonna be like, what the heck is this totally awesome sensation? Trust me, we're gonna get there the hard way. And when we do a crunch, just think about what the core muscles do. So I've got my abs right here, and what the core does is, it sort of rounds my back. Rounding the back is, I hesitate to say that because that's usually like a don't do it in the fitness world, and for a lot of good reasons. But when we're doing a crunch, just think about what your spine is doing and how the core muscles are helping it get there. So I've got that arch back and then that kind of rounded back. But as long as I control it and I'm very deliberate with how my core muscles do the work, boom, let's just have a good time. As always, only do what you feel comfortable doing. This is not going to be like a very aggressive exercise, but I just want you to be mindful of what's going on. So for the first minute, I'm not starting the timer yet. I'm doing some crunches. So I'm just lying on the ground. I'm gonna put my hands up here, but I'm not doing a big range of motion, but I've got that kind of roundy back thing going on, and it's my core making it happen. And then back down. So feel the arch, feel the round, arch, round, and so on. The first few reps might not be very challenging, but we're doing this for a whole minute. So, oh my gosh. Now that I say that out loud, I'm kind of nervous. Maybe it's not that chilly out. Maybe I'll just go inside and be okay. No, we're doing this, guys. So for a whole minute, we're doing boring crunches, and we're starting in 3, 2, 1, boom. Let's go. Boring crunch has begun. Up, down. Doesn't have to be fast, but just be mindful of those core muscles working. Think of this first minute is technique. We're just practicing giving the work to those abdominals, specifically the ones at the top of the core. They really do a lot of work when we pause at the top. So just feeling it, arching the spine, rounding, but we're doing it gently, and we're doing it for another. I'm afraid to look at the timer, but here we go. Oof, 20 seconds, that's not so bad. We're about to do something called a pyramid leg raise. And when we do this pyramid leg raise, we're going to be working on the lower abs and also the hip flexors. So get ready for a different burn. It's coming soon, and it's only happening for 30. All right, here we go. So I'm going to be propped up on my elbows. I'm going to start with my feet nice and wide, legs straight, bring them up to a point, and then back down we go. So I'm basically tracing a big triangle shape with my feet. Option for this one is to bend the knees and bring them up to a point and back down. But down we go, up we go. We're doing this only for 7 more seconds, and then I'm doing the pike walk. Here it comes. Let's go into a push-up position. And then when I'm here, I'm just gonna walk my feet close to my hands, as close as they can go, without falling over. Feel the core working, and then walk them back out. Whew. So get that bum way up in the air. Try to keep those hands flat. Feel the core work. Pause. And then back out we go. We can, of course, limit the range of motion. You can even bend the knees if you want. Just do your best and then come back out. But it's time to move on. So, windshields. Back on the back. Back on the back, back, back. Look at this. So I'm going to get my legs, keeping them at a 45-degree angle out. Down to my right. Down to my left. Whew. Try not to let the upper body roll too much, but feel the obliques doing work. Those legs want to make the body fall to the right, but I'm using my core muscles and these hands on the floor not to let that happen. Almost time for a heel reach. Here it comes. Whew. Let's put those heels down. Static crunch, so get the shoulder blades up, and let's reach for those heels one at a time. Whew. Keeping those shoulder blades up, we're about to get a 15-second rest, which might not seem like a lot,
because it's not. But that's okay. Here it comes, 4 seconds away.
Take those 15 seconds, chill out for a second. We're gonna do all that again, except instead of doing a whole minute of boring crunch, we're gonna do 45 seconds. So like just a little bit less time. It's still gonna hurt in a good way, but here we go. Let's see that boring crunch, 45 seconds. Just getting in the zone, core control. Not a big range of motion. Try that pause at the top, that flex. Feel the back rounding out at the top and then arching backwards, but in a very controlled way. We're gonna go right back into that pyramid leg raise. When are we gonna do it, you ask? It's a pretty good question. Right now. So let's get onto those elbows. Pyramid leg raise, out and up. Whew. Try your best to keep those legs straight. Whew. Down and out, up and in. Whew. And if you want to bend those knees, go for it. Almost time for that pike walk, which is not a cakewalk, although I wish it was, for a lot of reasons. Here we go. Almost time. It's time. Pike walk. Hitting that push-up position. And then try to keep your arms and legs straight as you walk those feet close to those hands. Hands are planted. Feel it. Oh, and then back out we go. There's a nice little like squeeze, a nice little crunch that happens when you get close to the hands. And then back out we go. Remember, bend those knees anytime you want. Windshield wipers are 3 seconds away. Okay, windshield wipers. Whew. Going for that 45. Over we go. And then the other side. Option for this one, just bend the knees. Totally, totally sweet. Your call. Try not to let the body roll all over the place though. Use those hands on the floor to keep it all under control. Almost time for the static crunch. Heel reach. Okay, 30 seconds of work, and then we get our 15-second break. Hey boss, I'm taking 15, okay? You got it. 15 seconds later, get back to work. So let's just keep at it. Reaching for those heels. Keeping those shoulder blades up as best we can. For another 3, 1. Okay. Oh my gosh. So we're doing 4 rounds. And that boring crunch gets a bit shorter every time. Oh my gosh. And the next boring crunch happens in like 2 seconds. Oh. Let's go, guys. We can do this. We can totally do this. 30 seconds of the boring crunch. Not so boring all of a sudden. That burn has like been established. It's there. And I like it. Suddenly this winter day is feeling a little bit mild. Might even be a bit warm soon. Let's keep it up. Almost time for that pyramid leg raise. Here we go. Pyramid leg raise on those elbows. Up and in, out and down. You can bend the knees. You can rest those heels on the floor if you want. But feel that work being done by a few different muscles. My hip flexors are working, my adductors are working, my lower core is working, but my upper core is still burning like crazy. Here comes the pike in 4 seconds. Okay, push-up position. We're getting close, everybody. This was a long core exercise, but we're getting there. Walk those feet in. Try to keep those hands planted. And then walk them back out, nice and slow. Reset. Up. And down we go. Woo! I got a little bit close to my tipping point on that one. That would be awkward. All right. Windshield. 30 seconds. This one's tough. This one you can make like as challenging as you want.
So over we go, and then bring it back. Oh, I love that 45 degrees for some reason. It results in just a really like acute core burn, which, you know, as much as it kind of hurts, just reminds me that it's working. Ugh, and that I'm challenging myself. But we're all fighting our own battle right now. Listen to me just talking throughout the whole exercise. Let's do that. The static crunch heel reach. Oh my gosh. We got this. Keeping the shoulder blades up. Let's see what you got. Boom. We're about to get our final 15-second rest. Here it comes. Any minute. Take that 15-second rest. Oh my goodness. So, last round, everybody. We're gonna do boring crunch one more time, 15 seconds. Man, we're gonna miss it before too long. Here we go, boring crunch. We only have time for like a few reps. Try not to rush them. Let's just get in the zone. Lock down that same excellent technique we've been working on for all the other ones. All right. Pyramid leg raise. Let's go. No more boring crunch today. Whew, I'm gonna miss it though. I was having a pretty good time by the end. Up we go. Down we go. Boom. This is not a fast exercise. Although, if you want a little tip to make this easier, don't use shoes. Just go barefoot. You'd be surprised what a difference I can make. Let's do the pike. Pike, pike, pike. Here's my push-up position. Keeping those hands planted, walking them close, feeling the crunch. Oh, and then backing off. Whew, reset. If you want to bend those knees, bend them. I think I almost fell over again. I don't want to be on that blooper reel. Woo! Here comes our windshield. 30 seconds. This is our final minute of hard work. Let's do this. We're so close. Side to side. Poof, obliques. Going crazy right about now. Oh. We got this, everybody. You want to bend those knees? Great. If you want to have those legs like right up above your hips, that's great too. Do what works for you. But we're going side to side. We're getting shredded. Here comes our final 30. Oh, plant those heels. Get those shoulder blades up. And let's just rock and roll until the end. If you're listening to your own tunes right now, crank them. Let's get pumped up. Going for that big range of motion. This is it, the last of your energy. Just spend it. Whew. Here it comes. Yes. Okay. Well done, guys. That was legit. This chilly day is now a beautiful summer afternoon. You know, who cares if I can't see the sun? It feels good. So, guys, thanks so much for working so hard. You know the deal. Water, protein, sleep, and maybe a good cup of coffee. I've had mine already, but I might have it again. Who knows? So, you just do you. As always, thanks so much for tuning in. I am Andrew. This is Friendly Fitness, and I'm pretty tired, but wouldn't have it any other way. You guys rock. Peace.